It is quite an interesting phase because you're nervous from the time you arrive, and you have a very, very set goal, which is to win it. And the further you go, the more nervous you become, because the closer you become to realizing your actual dream and the goal of actually winning a cup. So the nerves escalate. And I can still remember on the Thursday night before the World Cup final, lying in bed with my wife and tossing and turning until eventually she said, what's wrong? Why aren't you sleeping? I said, well, I'm nervous. There's a World Cup final. I mean, what happens if we don't win it? I mean, who cares who comes second? I mean, we've come 4 years and this is a long journey, and I suppose in her hoping to get me to go back to sleep so she could get some sleep, she just said, look, if you worry the whole time about whether you're going to come second or not, you'll forget about coming first. And I guess that's what you've got to try and understand, is that some guys would have been in that situation. We were lucky we had us who'd been in that situation, so we had a reference point. And there are guys that are going to be at this World Cup that have been in that situation as well. So to understand the fact that on a Thursday presser there's 150 people rather than 25 people, and that the whole world's watching, and that everything is so much bigger, and so there's so much more pressure. But at the end of the day, the teams that win are the ones that realize that all they got to do is the same thing that they did the week before and the week before that, is to be successful. I think it would be silly to try and pretend that it's not different, but I think to open it up and say, hey guys, flip, we've earned the right to feel this pressure. We've worked hard for it, and let's embrace it. Let's understand that pressure is where we want to be. I always used to tell a story about those butterflies in your stomach. That's the best feeling in the world, because you know that what you're doing is something of significance. And the key is not to get rid of the butterflies, but actually to get them all flying in the same direction. And that's what it is. It's embracing the fact that you've achieved this privilege of being in a pressure situation, playing in a sudden death elimination game for your country that could possibly take you to a World Cup trophy. And when everyone's aligned and understands the pressure, it helps them to know that they just got to do their job. Do it properly, and do it with SA Rugby Travel.